Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite tracks. It's a K-pop R&B with a lot of cool flavor. There's gonna be a lot to break down, and I'm even gonna show you the chords that I'm playing as I'm gonna show you the track today. Are you guys ready? It sounds like it's just gonna be really cool stuff, guys. If you want to learn more about K-pop, I just really want to share this. So I made a community, and it's an exclusive community that I'm running. It's not only a place where I bring in all these great super producers from the industry, but it's also a place where you guys get to connect, make partners, make collaborations, and we bring in different leads from the K-pop labels. You guys have a chance to work on it, and we pitch the songs together if the songs are good. And it's honestly a place where so many people have found great friends, collaborators, and just read through some of these testimonials, because I mean, this place is real, and once you experience it, you're gonna know that wow, this community thing is very much needed in the journey of making K-pop music. So check out this video if you're interested. And it's gonna tell you all about it. Alrighty, guys, I am going to play the song. Let's hear from the beginning. This intro. Kind of a long verse. I might have to cut it. Then 3. Let's hit that. So yeah, what can you think of? Is very R&B, and it has a lot of K-pop flavor to it, and it's just feeling good, like inspirational song that I feel like it could go for both like K-pop groups or like K-pop, artists, like singer songwriter type of artists, like Crush and stuff, Crush and stuff. Yeah, but anyways, let's go with the chorus first. I mean, that was probably one of the most important aspect of the song. So the chorus started like that, and I'm gonna break down the track. We have to break down these chords because this chord is the essence of why it makes this song not Western R&B, but very K-pop R&B. Okay, so what key am I in? So it goes. So it's like a D. So we're starting with the D major 7 chord what is this? It's a D augmented. You're like raising the fifth to 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, but you're raising this, and the chord progression goes like. Ooh, see that's something that you don't hear very often, especially not in the Western pop music, right? So it goes like the augmented chord. So it goes 1 augmented chord, 2 major 7, G major 7, and then right there. What is that? That's a C13 or C9, right? So what is that chord, and why did you play that there? Because it's not supposed to be there, right? Because we're in the key of D major, and you're not supposed to have a C. So what is that? It's called modal interchange. It's a modal interchange, and I really don't. It's gonna take me so long to explain through all of that. But yeah, if you're in my community learning about K-pop, that's a word you're gonna use a lot, modal interchange, because we talk about this all the time and how you can do so many cool stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? All these cool things that you hear these days in K-pop, they're modal interchanges. And yeah, we'll explain more about that stuff and some other times when I'm doing other YouTube tutorials just on chords, because it's gonna take a long time. Okay, but I'm building my track around that idea, and I'm keeping the same chords right there. You notice that there's something very interesting right here. There is an upright bass, and together with my synth keys and upright bass, it sounds like this. So why an upright bass? And what is even an upright bass, right? So upright bass is something like this. And it's one of those crazy big, instruments, like bigger than cello. But in the jazz days, we did a lot of like stuff like that's like a very jazz, like traditional jazz instrument that we played a lot, but it works really well with jazzy chords because it's related to jazz, right? So whenever I'm doing all this K-pop music, sometimes I throw in this upright bass, and it works really well, and I love it. All right, so that together with this. So instead of keep continuing with my keys, I'm taking the keys out and I'm bringing synth. Why? Because I'm just changing the flavor to make it different. But as you guys can see, there is a big difference in the chord progression, right? So let's break down the chord progression right here. So I'm doing same thing, and then here. And then I'm doing something crazy right here. It's a minor 2, 5, and then 1. And then going to F sharp minor 7, and then 4, 5. So one more time, we're doing D major 7, D augmented, G major 7, and then F sharp minor flat 7 flat 5, and then B7 2, and then walk up. That's my chord progression. And this is what really makes it so cool and so K-pop, because we're doing a 8 chord progression. A lot of the Western pop goes from 4 progressions. So for example, like, you know, a lot of pop songs are just 4 chord progressions. But in K-pop, we do a lot of variation. Not always, but I'm saying it's all available to do all of that if you wanted to, right? So yeah, we're doing an 8 chord variation and we're building the song around that, and we've added the upright bass. Let's see what happens now when we enter into the drums, because this rhythm is really cool right here. 2, 3, hit it. Man, it's just one of those drum pattern, and love these drums. Let's just go from beginning. So my kick is doing super simple. Why am I keeping it so simple? Sometimes I like to keep it super simple because I know that it's gonna get stacked up, that is going to have a lot of different fun stuff later. And the more you start with your kick doing too much, the less you can do with other things. So I'm going to punch in thinking that I'm going to do a lot of fun stuff with my percussion, with my hi-hats, all that. So when I always start with my kick, but I make sure that I don't overdo it with my kick. And then my snare. Just pretty basic. Just a little bit of ghost snare here and there, but nothing special about it. And then, see, this is one technique that I use a lot, which is combining a snare with a snap. And it's not just any snap, it has a lot of reverb to it. And what it does is it creates a lot of cool texture, ambient, bright texture when you're adding the snap. And now let's throw in the ghost snare. Yeah. It's limitless of the things that you can do with snare, snap, and clap and all that. But people tend to be a little fixated on just doing 2 and 4. But I love doing fun rhythm when it comes to doing the snare. So, and then I also have the snare roll that goes. That's a fun flavor right there. So, right? And then, what else is happening? These tom fills, oh my goodness, they're like, love them. They create so much character. What kind of character are we creating here? We're actually creating a very retro character. Because of this, we're making this song sound older, but we have this cool modern sounding drums at the same time. So one of the points that I always emphasize when making K-pop music, you want to be skilled in blending the new stuff with the old stuff and still make it really cool. Now these drum right here, check this out. Ooh, don't you love that? That's just that's so cool. Yeah, I think I chopped it from this loop right here that sounds like this. And honestly, that's such a good loop that I already heard few songs that are using that very same loop. Yeah. So what else is happening right here? I'm adding some percussion. That's so cool. It's like a Foley sound, right? But it's a very Foley rhythmic sound that I'm adding. And then on top of that, so instead of using like a regular hi-hat or shaker, I'm putting some, how do I say it? Almost like a clock sound, you know? It's something different, and I love using different samples. And watch right here, my hats, right? Yeah, just one thing after another, it just stacks. And then reverb. And then finally my clap reverb. Right here. Yeah, so there's like nothing steady about this beat, right? It's just all over the place, but is organized. And that's a skill that all K-pop producers need to do. And watch this bass right here. So I'm following the bass line, but it's doing a lot of flavor work, right? Yeah, and it's one of my favorite retro drum bass sound. What? Noctavia bass station. Yeah, this was a really nice Omnisphere synth bass sound. Yeah, and then we're throwing in some synth. And this is one of those synth app that I almost never use. But for this song, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna throw in this. And it's called Nexus. Because it's such a cheap sounding, you know. Sorry, Nexus. But yeah, it's very cheap sounding synth. But, you know, once in a while, you find some good presets to work with. But this one, I felt like, oh, okay, I can work with this. And not only that, I knew that I wanted to bring in synth wavy type of flavor to it, and that was a perfect plugin for it. So not only that, even this, I'm using a Nexus. Again, synth wave type of sound. Very retro, right? But it works for what we're going for. And it's all very intentional, right? It's almost like creating my own transition right here. Da da ba da ba da ma da ma ma, you know, like an arpeggio style. And then I have some cool effect stuff that goes like this. I think that's one of the most important effect sound that I've had in this song, because it just creates such a character. Because you don't expect that, you know? You don't expect to hear some kind of chant, but it's working. And then let's go on to the 3. And then I wanted to make it different, so I'm changing the chords. Bam. So my main guy is this. Yeah. And actually is massive. Another synth that I like almost never use, but I love it. I thought it went perfectly for what I'm trying to go for. And we're creating texture. And we're filtering everything, right? We're doing low cut, and then we're making it brighter as we go. And then we have the sweep together. And the keys. What kind of keys is this? This is, my friends, a very retro sounding mellow phase vibe from Keyscape, I believe. Huh? Hello? Oh yeah. Gotta go here. So this is also one of those retro sounding R&B type of sound, right? So all the sounds they just have to be together. They era wise, like everything that I'm doing right now is kind of going back to the 90s type of R&B, but we're making it very modern with all those cool drum effects, with those chant sounds, and very big and wide mix on our sounds. So even the bass, instead of sticking with the same bass, I'm changing to Juno sound right here. And is Deep Taurus FM2. So that created a really cool character too. And drum wise, it's just one loop, but I'm filtering it, right? And then the fills, tom fills right here. And then we're hitting the chorus. Now let's hit the chorus. Let's hear it all together first. Yeah. Yeah, so drum wise, let's see how is it different. So my verse was like this. So it's relatively quieter, more minimalized, you know, just there's a lot of space. But when it comes to chorus, listen to my chorus. Way fuller, right? More steady. We're just keeping things pretty chill, but big, wide, and very full is what we're trying to go for. And I'm adding my guitars here. With the same chords. Just a little bit of texture and vibe. Because that rhythm just goes really well with my drums. And my bass. You could debate whether you should keep the bass short like this. Doom, doom, and stop. Boom, boom. Or you want to keep your bass. You know? But I chose to go a little more, still kind of choppy to make it a little more dance friendly. And then my keys. Keeping it pretty pad style, you know, with my synth. And then again, my arpeggio, synth wavy texture. And then my new guy is my organ. Can't hear it very much, but it adds a lot of. Yeah, we're adding organic element. We're making it sound very, how do I say it? The moment you're adding like an organ, it makes it feel very gospel and, you know, kind of pure, kind of like romantic. And it makes you think of a wedding, you know. So I'm adding that romantic flavor with my organ, and there's a lot of fun effect stuff that I'm adding right here that it goes. This guy definitely most important because it's, how do I say, it creates not only texture, but it creates this character. And it's kind of dark, but it's also kind of interesting and weird. And that makes the song more unique because of those textures. And guys, a lot of times you put a lot of texture and effects into K-pop tracks, so it's something that is overlooked a lot. So you guys should consider doing that. Okay, guys, I think that was it for today's tutorial. Once again, if you want to learn more about K-pop, watch this video in our website in the description, link below, because it's gonna tell you all about this wonderful community that we have. Yeah, we have lots of great talented members in our community, and we share the journey together. And it is not only a place where you can learn, but you can connect, you can network, and you have a chance to break it into the industry of K-pop music if you're serious about it. But it's welcome for all, ranges of level, from beginner to advanced. So check it out. There's also like FAQ and everything that you need to know. Alrighty, guys. Hope it was helpful. If you did not subscribe yet, please do so. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye.